The Timeless Wisdom Academy is one of the few, perhaps the only platform in the world, that makes a vast library of Indigenous knowledge available in an unfiltered way directly from elders. By Indigenous elders, we mean true elders from original lineages, not people who move prominently in the money economy, not self-proclaimed experts or gurus with big followings on social media platforms. They are people who speak from cultures that are sometimes tens of thousands of years old, and who make this knowledge accessible for us today, whom have often lost connection to this depth on our way into modern life. We are often asked whether this is like some of the big personal development platforms out there. Well, it's not. This is not about modern experts or polished systems or concepts. It's about real, authentic, deep Indigenous knowledge. This knowledge is a treasure of humanity, and at the same time it is culturally rooted and tied to places. It speaks of plants, animals, mountains, and places of power. But the principles behind it are universal. The expressions of these principles are specific to culture and region. What matters is that we reconnect with the timeless principles behind this knowledge, with the underlying mechanisms of life. This differs fundamentally from new, quick-fix concepts. These principles work across domains. It's not only about trauma healing, success, personal growth, spiritual connection, health, or nourishment. It is a holistic way of seeing, rooted in worldviews, and in the question of what the world is and who I am within it. This is not an easy step. It is not a program that brings more money, fitness, a six-pack, or more followers overnight. It takes time, and it's a deep process. In Indigenous societies, this process has taken years, sometimes decades. People grew up with it, learned it, and applied it. Today, we do not need to spend 18 years in darkness, like some of the Kogi Mamos, or undergo decades of training. The way we learn has changed. Through digital means, we can make knowledge accessible and open the doorway. One thing is essential. We do not present finished 10-point plans. Each person explores in self-responsibility what this knowledge means to them. We speak to a global audience. Around the world, the same principle can take many, many different forms, and structures and expressions may vary. The essence, however, remains. This is what makes this platform unique. We do not sell concepts. It's about contact. Too often in our world, the concept has become a substitute for contact. Contact has been lost, avoided, and delegated. Then we try to control reality with our concepts, to influence, to manifest, to manipulate, without truly touching what is here. Our path is to deepen and to restore contact. Contact with ourselves, with others, and with the world. This can be unsettling. It can reach deep and touch themes we would rather not face. This is precisely the work, to look where we do not want to look. A good indicator is to notice where words from Indigenous voices trigger resistance or rejections in me, where I feel the urge to distance or defend. The invitation is curiosity, to see what moves within, what I'm refusing, and to ask which assumptions shape my understanding. We often judge roles of women and men as outdated and problematic. That view arises from our cultural context, for example, marked by centuries of oppression. This does not mean it must be the same among the Kogi or other Indigenous people. In this too, the platform is distinctive. It is a field of dialogue, first with oneself, with one's own voices and imprints, cultural, spiritual, religious, social, and familial patterns. These themes will surface and they will challenge us. In our larger plan, we offer our community calls, in which people gather in Zoom exchange, bring questions, and explore how each of us works with what arises. We are not the teachers here. The Indigenous elders offer impulses. They share perspectives, cultural expressions, and pathways that have carried us for centuries and for millennia. We as the Academy are mediators between worlds. This does not mean we have implemented everything we have received. It is an ongoing process that we share with you. Rightly understood, this is a shared movement and true pioneering work. For many of us whose cultures have lost much of their original knowledge of nature, these steps are new. This is not about a simple return to the past. It's the concrete question of how timeless principles can find space today, how we can apply them, and what they mean within our modern life. These principles are universal and, as our name says, timeless. In this form, they have not yet been applied to the modern world. We are doing this right now together. We open, apply, reflect, and share what it means for us. It is a journey that takes time. This is what fundamentally sets our platform apart. The path here is different. This is the essence of the Timeless Wisdom Academy. Looking ahead, we can imagine a global platform for indigenous and original knowledge in which many people are represented and real knowledge is gathered and made available to humanity, unaltered and free from economic distortion, so that we can learn, apply and understand what it means for our lives. The guiding intention remains to preserve what is original as well as possible and carry it into the world. Even when it first feels foreign or provocative, we dare to meet it, uncover layers long buried within us, and return to the connection with the original core. It is about becoming indigenous to Earth again. This does not mean belonging to a particular culture or people. It means seeing our relationship to life and to ourselves from original thought rather than from thought far removed from nature. We find our place and step into our original role as guardians of the Earth. We're not a parasite to be shed. Across indigenous traditions, the message is consistent. Our role is guardianship, a conscious relationship with the Earth that enriches us personally and deepens meaning, belonging, connection and understanding of what life and the cosmos are, why humans exist and why we are here. At the same time, it is much larger than any one of us. This is not about indigenous coding for self-improvement or formulas for success. It is about what is most fundamental. It is about becoming human in the original sense.